now dead. And what?
But come and lay thy hands upon her, and she shall live.
You see, this father church had what you might call fool's faith. He had that I don't care attitude. I don't care if the doctor said she's dead. I don't care if this one said she's dead. I believe that if, Lord, you can just put your hand, Lord, if you can just come by and just touch my daughter,
Amen.
She'll live. And what did it say?
And Jesus arose and followed him. And so did his disciples. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment.
And touched the hem of his garment, for she said within herself, what?
If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole.
Let me just touch the hem. I don't need him to pray for me. I don't need him to even make eye contact. Let me just touch the hem. And I believe if I just touch his hem, I'll be made whole. To endure, church, one must believe. For she said within herself, if I may but touch his garment, I shall be what?
Whole.
And what's the second?
But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort.
Be of good comfort. What?
Thy faith hath made thee whole.
Thy what?
Thy faith has made thee whole.
Thy what?
Thy faith has made thee whole.
And what's to say?
And the woman was made whole from that hour.
Thy faith hath done what?
Made thee whole.
That's like God coming to Sister Francine and saying, Sister Francine, thy faith. Because of your faith, all these petitions inside here are answered. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And what's to say?
And when Jesus came into the ruler's house,
Jesus came to the ruler's house and saw the minstrels and the people making a noise. He said unto them, what?
Give place.
Give place.
For the maid is not dead, but sleepeth.
Give place, for the maid is not dead, but sleepeth. And what did the people do?
And they laughed him to scorn.
Be careful, church, that you don't doubt the power of God, nor put a limitation on what he can do. Because God can do all things. But the people laughed him to scorn. And what did it say?
But when the people were put forth,
when the people were put forth, he did what?
He went in and took her by the hand. And the maid arose.
And the fame did what?
And the fame hereof went abroad into all that land.
The people who disbelieved, church, were put out. How many of you all want Jesus to put you out? The people who disbelieved, church, were put out. One passage of scripture said that Jesus couldn't even do many works because of their disbelief. And the fame hereof went abroad into all the land. And what's the second?
And when Jesus departed thence, two blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou son of David, have mercy on us. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him. And Jesus said unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this?
How many of you all believe that God is able to answer all of your prayers? All of your petitions that you have, how many of you all believe that God is able to do it? It said, Believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, Yea, Lord. Then did what?
Then touched he their eyes, saying, According to your faith, be it unto you.
According to your faith, church, according to your faith and your belief in God, it is done. But you got to believe in God.
Yeah.
And what's it say?
And their eyes were open.
And their eyes was open.
And Jesus straightly charged them, saying,
Jesus said,
see that no man know it.
Don't tell nobody about it. See that no man know it. And what's it say?
But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all that country.
It was like Jeremiah. It was said, it's like fire shut up in my bones. I just got to tell somebody of the goodness of Jesus. Turn to St. Mark, the 9th chapter. To endure, one must believe. St. Mark, 9th chapter. And the 14th verse beginning says what? St. Mark 9 and 14. To endure, one must believe.
And when he came to his disciples, he saw a great multitude about them, and the scribes questioning with him. And straightway all the people, when they had beheld him, were greatly amazed, and running to him, salute him.
And he asked the scribes, what question ye with them? And one of the multitude answered and said, what?
Master,
I
have brought unto thee my son.
I brought my son to thee, master. And what?
Which has a dumb spirit.
He has a dumb spirit.
And wheresoever he taketh him, he tears him. And he foams, and he gnashes with his teeth. And pineth away.
And I did what?
And I spake to the disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not.
This dumb spirit, master, is tormenting. And I came to your disciples, and they couldn't do anything. He answered him and saith, what?
O faithless generation.
O faithless generation.
How long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you?
How long, O faithless generation, shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Do what?
Bring him unto me.
That's like my son and my daughter. I'll teach them something 2 or 3 times at the most. And they know if they don't get it by that point, they're going to have to figure it out. Because I'm a firm believer in that quote that somebody told me a while ago, when you do for a child that can do for his or herself, you make that child intellectually crippled. And I'm sure this is what Jesus was saying, because this wasn't the first time that Jesus talked to his disciples about their faith. He said, "O faithless generation, how long do you want me to keep on teaching you and talking to you about faith? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me." And they brought him unto him, and when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him, and he did what?
And he fell on the ground, and wallowed foaming. And he asked his father, how long is it again ago since this came unto him? And he says, of a child.
Of a child, and what?
And oftentimes it has cast him into the fire, and into the waters, to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything.
But if thou canst do anything, Lord, whatever it is that you can possibly do, what's it say?
Have compassion on us and help us.
Whatever you can do, Lord, please just help us.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you can do, Lord, please just help us. And what did it say?
Jesus said unto him, if thou canst believe.
If is a conditionality. Some people will believe, some won't. But if you are that individual that will believe, what?
All things are possible to him that believeth.
Some things?
All things.
It's a portion of things.
All things.
It definitely don't mean all things.
All things. A-L-L. All.
Like one preacher said, all means all. And that's all it means. All things are